Hello guys, welcome to my this video, and in this Angular tutorial I will show you how you can make this footer design. Okay, because here guys I'm making a landing page. In the previously I had made this type of design, and here I have shown how you can add this functionality. Also, if I choose this image, so the image is still here. If I hover out and here I have added the owl carousel. You can see how to add owl carousel in Angular, so that I had also shown, and here also I had added the owl carousel. You can see here. And guys, in this video just I will show you how you can add this footer design. Okay, so I hope guys you will be enjoyed this video, and guys, if you think this video is helpful, so please subscribe and like this video. So guys, first of all I will open my Visual Studio Code editor for making this design. So guys, here you can see I have opened app component.html and app component.cs and app component.ts file. So guys, here inside this ts file, css file and html file already have written some code. So guys, if you are thinking why this code, so actually this code is for this design which I have previously made. So if you want to add this design, so I will provide the link in description, so you can check my description and you can add this design in your project. Okay, so now guys, here I will start to write footer. So now here I will come below of all the code of HTML, and from here just I will start to write the design for footer. And now here I will come below of all the CSS file, and from here I will write the CSS for footer design. So now guys, first of all here I will write section class footer top. So guys, class name, id name and the variable name you can write as per your choice. And guys, when I was showing the preview, so if you have remembered, that is there was the three part of the footer. So the first part I have written the footer top class name. You can write anything as per your choice. Okay, and now guys, here I will write deep class container. So this is not a bootstrap class, because bootstrap class is container. Okay, and here I have added the containers. I have added s, because guys, in this containers class I have added some css property manually. You can see width will be a 90%, margin is 0 auto, that means top and bottom 0, and left and right will be a equal. So that means the content will comes from middle and the width will be 90%, which I previously discussed. So guys, now here I will divide it into a column, so 3 columns. So deep class is the row, and when we divide a column into a column, so that time we write first of all row. This is the bootstrap class, so row. And guys, we can divide maximum 12 columns, so 12. Okay, so guys, if I want to need 3 columns, so if I divide 12 by 4, so that time I will get 3. Okay, so now guys, here I need a 3 column, so I will break this into a 4. So now deep class call means column. Okay, then md. So this is the predefined bootstrap class. Okay, so if I write 4, so now I will get the column that width will be this according to this column with 4. Okay, so now 3 times, so that means 4 8 and 4 12. Okay, so now I will get 3 column. Okay, and now here first of all inside this first column, here just I will write deep class footer logo, and now here I will add the logo. So image source and dot slash assets logo footer dot png and the alter tag, and here I will write alter tag footer logo. So guys, the alter tag used for SEO purpose. Suppose the image path is missing, so that time it will help. I mean guys, suppose there is the no image, so that time whatever you will write inside this alter tag, so that you will find in your browser, I mean in a view. Okay, so suppose here it's not an image, so that time you will find this text, so that time user or developer can understand that is image is missing. So this one is done, and now just below of the footer class, here I will write another class. So deep class, just I will scroll up, and now here I will write footer top menu. So this one is here, and now here I will write ULLI. So inside this ULLI, first of all here I will write Foundation icon. Okay, so guys, for that you have to install Foundation. So if you don't know how to install Foundation in Angular, so you can watch my particular tutorial. Already I have made how to use Fondasum icon, themify icon in Angular. Okay, so here I have already installed Fondasum. So the Fondasum icon name, just here I will write fa home and I, end of the I tag. So this is done, and now here I will write span. So span, and here inside this span class here I will write heading. So guys, span, what is the difference between span, section, div? So section is the parent. Okay, mostly we use this section tag as a parent, and inside this section there is the child, that is div. And span is, so guys, span use when we want to bring some content in a one line. So that time if I write span, so we don't have to be write any css. If I write any content inside this span tag, and if I write another some content inside this another span tag, so these two content will be a one line. So that is the use of span. Like guys, here I will try to explain again. So first of all, inside this span tag here I will write address. Okay, and now not address, sorry, I mean here I will write address, and after that here I will write the another span tag. So the span and the class name I will write address, and here, so just here I will write here, and now this I will write here, and now in this span tag here I will write the address. Okay, so address I will write the content, that is 1702 Los Angeles. So this is a dummy content, California, comma. Okay, so you can write any content as per your choice. So guys, here I will explain what is the use of span tag. So guys, here you can see here I have written the span tag. Inside this span tag here is the content address, and this span tag here is the content, this one. Okay, so that means when I have written the two span tags, so that means this address content and this content will be a one line, I mean will be a same line. But when we use div, suppose if I would write this one is the div and this one is also a div, so that means these two content come in a different line, I mean in a this line and inside this line. But when I have written inside this span tag, so that means that content will be a beside of this content, that means it will be a here. Okay, so when I will show the preview, it will be more easy to understand. So this is the li tag is done, and now guys, here I will write the another li tag. And suppose we want to bring two divs beside, so that time we have to write manually css property, that is display inline block. But when we use span tag, so that time we don't need to write manually css property, because span tag is the pre-default, that is it will come side by, I mean in a one line. Okay, so now inside this span tag here I will write another I tag, I mean Fondasum icon. So I class fa and fa envelope. Okay, so this class name I already have remembered. If you don't have remember, so you can do one thing, just you have to be open Fondasum icon css. Okay, so after opening that one, here just you will find this Fondasum the icon, this one. Otherwise you can click the first link also, and now here you will find this icon tab. So you have to be click, and what icon you want to use, so just you can type, like here I want to use the mail. So if I type mail, so you can see this one. So this one class name is fa involve. So that is actually I have written here because I had remembered this class name, you can see. And before the icon class, just you have to be write fa, that denotes it's a Fondasum, a for font and a for awesome. Okay, so that is actually. And now here I will write again the span class, and inside this span class here I will write the class name is email, because guys whatever I will write inside this email span class, that css will be a different, and the another span tag whatever I will write, so that css will be a different. So not here, first of all here I will write heading. So heading, and here I will write the heading is mail us. So this one, and here also I will add the colon. And now after that here I will write another span class, that is email. Okay, and now email is inside this email class. Here I will write anchor tag, because when I will click this email, so that time I have to be redirect into a email. So that's why here I have written anchor tag, and here I will write the HTML5 one trick that will be redirect to your email. Okay, so now first of all I will write the email. So suppose email is example at the rate gmail.com. so the email is example at the rate gmail.com. so guys, when I will click this email, I mean this anchor tag, so that time I have to be redirect into a email mailbox. Okay, and the mailbox there will be automatically open this email. So how I can do that? Just inside this anchor tag, here I have to be write that is mail to. This is the HTML5 features, mail to, and whatever mail you want to open in a mailbox, so that mail you have to be pass here, just here. So I will show you the preview what it's happened actually. So now this is done, and now here I will write the another li tag, and inside this li tag here I will write same like another icon. So this time I will write for phone. So here fa and phone, this is the icon name, class icon. So if you find this icon in Foundation, like again I will go to the icon tab, and if I type phone and search, so you can see there is the icon, that phone. Okay, so this icon actually I have used fa phone, and before the class name here, or every time we need to define that is fa means font awesome. So that one I have used here actually. Okay, and so here this is done, and now the same way span class, it's a heading. Okay, so here I will write the heading is phone, and now the another span class I will write. So span class, it's a number, and the number is, that is a. The same way when I will click this number, so that time I have to be open into a phone call panel. Okay, when I will if you click this number from your laptop or any desktop, so that time there is no system for phone call, so it will not be open. But when you will open from your phone, and if you click this number, so it will redirect to your phone call. Okay, and now here I will put the number. So number will be like 1 hyphen this 888, any dummy number. Okay, 345 and 6799. so this is the dummy number, you can write anything. And now here inside this h2 tag, here is the another HTML5 features, that is you have to be write till, and now you have to be write this one inside this here. Okay, so that means when I'll click this number, so that it will be redirect to a phone, and this is done. And now here I will write the another li tag, li, and anchor tag same way, but here I will not redirect to anywhere. This is for the showing purpose which payment method you accept in this website. So here already I have stored some images for this, so this assets and payment and this image. Okay, and the alter tag, here I will write payment, this one. So this is now this time I will not redirect into any payment gateway site. Just here I have written the blank for that purpose, just for showing purpose, because here I'm just making a design. Okay, so this is done, and now here, so guys, here I have to be write the column is this one is 3, because here I have to be divide like this way 3, and now the another column will be 2, so now it's a 12. So if I minimize and again show, because I had divided it wrong, so 4 and 3 7 and 3 10, and now the 2 is 12. Okay, so now first of all this one is done, and now I will start to write css for this first column design. Okay, so first of all I will write the css for this footer top, and I will come below all of the css, and here I will paste this one footer top. And now padding is 50 pixel, and now here I'll write background color. So background color, you can write this one background color, otherwise you can write only background, both are the same. And now the background color I will write this color. Okay, this is actually a black color. And now I will save, and first of all I will show you in the preview. So I forgot to save in the HTML file, so here I will save, and now you can see this one. Okay, so here I have added the background color of this footer, and here is some content, and now I will add the design for this content. So first of all, after that here is the this one is the done, and now I will design for this one. So footer top menu I will copy, and just here I will paste, and here I will write UL. So UL, first of all padding is 0 and the margin is 0. So padding is adds some space inside this element and margin outside. So here I have written padding and margin is 0, that means no space in outside and inside. And if I show the preview first of all, so here you can see now this menu is comes on the from start from left. Okay, and now I will add the design for li tag. So I will copy and paste. So li tag means here if I open the HTML code, so first of all this is the parent, after that ul, after that li. So that's why I have written step by step like that, footer menu ul li. Okay, and now I will add the design for this li tag. So the first css property will be, you can see here is the dot, it's coming. Okay, every li tag before the dot, and after that it start to the content. So now I will remove the dot. So here I will write the css property, that is list style type none, that help to remove the dot. So all the css property you have to be remember. Okay, so if you remember and practice daily, so it will be easy to you. But first of all if you are new in the HTML CSS, so that time it will be you will feel it's a very difficult, but it's not, just you have to remember the CSS property. And now here you can see the dot is removed, and now I will write the another CSS property. You can see there is no space each content, here there is no space between the all the content. So I will add space of this content. So now here I will add margin top, that means margin I set outside of the element. So that means here outside of this element, just here I will add margin top. Top means here and top means above this line. So here above this line I will add some space. So margin top will be 20 pixel. And now content color I will write white. So the white color code, this one. If you don't know the color code, if you don't want to remember the color code, so you can do that. So you have to be do just 3 number you have to be type after hashtag, suppose 222. Okay, and after typing any 3 number, and first of all you have to be write hashtag, and then typing any 3 number, then just you have to be hover, and then you will find the color panel, and from here you can drag and choose what color you want to take. So now here I want to take this white color, so I have drag here and leave it, and now I will click outside this one. So save, and now if I show the preview, so you will find the content color is changed and it's added some space above of this line. Every line there and above of this line here is a space. So this one is done, and now here you can see there is no space between this icon and this content, you can see here. So here you can see, so I will add some space between the icon and the content. So the icon is first of all this parent, then ul li, and after that I. So now I will copy this one, this step, and now paste and the I, and here I will add some space. So I am adding space in this icon. So here I have to be add space here. So that means this is the right side of this icon, so that's why I will write margin right. First of all, I wanted to add the space of this top, so that's why I had written margin top. But now I want to add some space right side of this icon, so that's why margin right. Here I will write right. Okay, and the margin right, I will add the space that is 10 pixel. And guys, I will increase the size of icon. So here I will write font size, and the font size is 17 pixel. So this one is the done. So first of all, see the preview. So here you can see the icon size is increased, and it's added some space between icon and the content. Okay, so now guys, here I will add the design for this heading tag, where I have written this address. So first of all, the parent is this one, ul.li. After that, this heading. So here just I will copy this one from here, and just here I will paste, and I will write dot heading, I mean this heading class, because guys here this one is inside this heading, and this one also, and this one. So here I will add the different design. So now first of all, I will, here you can see first letter is capital, and after that is a small letter, that's called capitalized. But here I will do it, all the letter will be a capital, that's called uppercase. So now here I will write the first thing, that is text transform. That means I will transform this text to uppercase. Now it's a capitalized, but I written that is uppercase. So here you can see now all the headings are uppercase. So this one is done, and now here I will write the font weight. I will make this font that is bolder. So font weight is 500, and now here I will write another, that is font size. Font size is 14 pixel. So this one I will save, and here you can see this is now it's looking like this. And now I will add the design for this one. So this one means here if I go, so here this address class. Okay, so same thing, parent is this one, after that you will li, then address. So I will copy the same one, just instead of heading here I will write address, and which I will copy from here. So I have copied, and here this one is the address. And now here I will write the css. The first I will change the color, so color is this color code, and after that here I will write padding left. You can write margin left here also, but I have written the padding left, and the padding left is 10 pixel, because here if I show, you can see the address and this one there is no space. So I am adding space on this content, and the space will be a left side of this content, so that's why padding left. But you can write the margin left, it will work same. And now font size, so font size is 15 pixel. So this is done, and I will show the preview. So here you can see now it's looking like this. And now I will add the design for this mail. Okay, so here this mail, I mean this one, and heading commonly I have already designed here. Okay, so now here I will add the design for this mail. So this mail is same like the parent, this one, after that ul, and after that this li and this mail. So now the process is the same. So I will copy from here up to li, and here li, then this email. So dot email, and guys inside this email tag, if I show here, that is inside this email tag there is the a tag. So I will design for this a tag. So email, then a. So now I will add the design. So first of all, same, I will add the space between this heading and this content. So here same thing I will add, that is padding left, and the padding left is a 10 pixel, and the color I will add this one. And text decoration is underline. So I will show you that is, so you will find when here the underline of this text. So text decoration underline, and here I have to be right transition, because I will add the hover effect to transition point 3s all and is, and here the font size, so font size is 15 pixel. So now you can see here is the underline, and color also change, and when I will hover on that, so I will add now hover effect. So I will copy this thing, and just here I will add the hover effect. So paste and hover. So hover, when I will hover on this, so just I will change the color. So color will be this color code. Okay, so this is done. And now the same thing I will design for this number, because heading commonly I have written the CSS, and now I will design for number, and inside this number a tag. Okay, so I will copy this one, paste, and instead of email, just here I will write this number. So here I will paste this number. So first of all, now here I will write color. So the color I will write if this color code. Okay, so now the color code added, and now font size, this one I will make it bigger. So font size is 20 pixel, and be bolder also. So font weight is 700, and padding left, because all the content needs some space, so padding left is 10 pixel, and here I will write text decoration none, because when we write anchor tag, I mean this a tag which I have written in this HTML, so that time automatically we get a underline, like here in the HTML you can see here the underline also. So same thing you will get into a preview. So for removing underline, we write text decoration none, and here we need the underline. So by default we get the underline also, but here I have written the text decoration underline for strongly. Okay, if I remove this one, so by default anchor tag we will get the underline. Okay, you can remove this one from here also, because by default we get underline. Okay, and here we don't need, so that's why I have written text decoration none. So now save, and here if I show, so you can see this looking like now. And now guys, I have written here, that is if I show here, so you can see the tail, this is the HTML5 features, and the mail too. What is the advantage? So now if I click this mail, so you will find the mail will be open, you can see. So now if I open this mail, so it will be redirect to this mail. Okay, so same thing, when you can see it will be redirect to the mail. Okay, so here I will don't want to make it more time, so I will close, but if you open, so it will be redirect this mail, and the same number, because there is no features number for your laptop or desktop. So if you open this site from your mobile, and if you click this number, so it will be redirect to your number, I mean phone call. Okay, and this number. So this is done, and now I will add the design for the next remaining column. So now here I will come for this column. So just here first of all I will write div class, and the class name is footer all menu, because remaining all the menus, all the design will be same for this column 3, this one and this one. So I have written the class name footer all menu, but you can change the class name as your choice. And now the h2 tag, and inside this h2 tag here I will write my account, and after that ul, and inside this ul here I will write li, and just I will add first of all class, that is I class, I mean font awesome icon I will add. So fa and fa circle, so that class will be add dot, so fa circle. And now so I will break into another line like this way, and here below of this class here just I will write a anchor tag. So this anchor tag, first of all I will write the blank, because I don't need to redirect it anywhere. So blank, and the content is information, like this. So this one, and if I save, and here if I refresh, first of all actually it was not refreshing, so you can see the heading and the content. So I will add the design for this one first of all, and after that I will copy the same thing, I mean same li tag just below of all the li tag. Okay, so I will first of all add a design for this one. So I will copy this footer all menu. So this one I will copy and paste here, and I will add the design for this h2 tag first of all. So here I will write h2 tag, and first of all I will change it the color is this color code, and the font weight is 600, and font size is 16 pixel, and text transfer all the things I have already discussed. Text transfer everything. Font weight is for bolder, this is done, and the position is relative. Why relative? So that I will explain it next. And the margin will be 0 because I don't need a space, so margin is 0. This is done, and first of all I will show you the preview. So here you can see it's now looking like this one, and now I will add underline of this my icon text. So that's why it's a position relative, and the underline will be the position absolute because the underline will be floated. So here I will copy this one up to h2 tag, and here I will paste and before. So before, and first one is position absolute because I want to make this div floated. So position absolute, and now here I will write content. So content, so when we write before and after, so that time content is must. Without content the before and after tag doesn't work. And the line width, so the line width will be 50 pixel, and the height will be 2 pixel. And now background color, so background and the color is this color code. I will scroll up, and now opacity is 0.1. when we set position, so that time we are to write the position, I mean from where the element will start, because now this div is floated, so from where the div will start to float. So the bottom is 19 pixel, and the left is 0. So now save, and it will be refresh. So you can see here is the underline. Okay, and now I will add the design for this one, I mean this li tag. So first of all here I will copy this footer menu because this is now parent, and here I will paste, and inside this UL. So first of all I will add the design for this UL because this footer all menu, after that UL, then li, then a and I tag. So first of all I will add the design for UL, then li, then I tag, then a. So now here UL, so UL here I will write padding is 0. So padding is 0, and the margin I will write top is 30 pixel, and right 0, left 0, bottom 0, because guys here I need the padding because here I mean margin that's in the top, so that's why it will add the space. So that's why top is 30 pixel, and after that all the is 0. So this is done, and now I will add the design for this li tag. So I will copy this one, paste, and li, and here I will write first of all list style type none because I don't need this dot because I already add this dot. So by this font awesome icon here, if I show this by this icon I have added this dot, so I don't need this one. So here I will write list style type none. So list style type none, so that means it will be removed the this dot which is comes default in a li tag. So you can see it's removed. And now margin top is 8 pixel. This is done, and now I will add the design for this anchor tag. So here I will copy this one, and just paste an anchor. And text decoration, because I already said that is when we write the anchor tag, so by default we get a underline, so I don't need this underline which I am getting here. You can see when I'm hover on that, so I'm getting an underline, so that underline I don't need, so that's why I have written the text decoration is none. And the font weight is 400. Color, and the color is light, this color code. And font size is 15 pixel, and transition all 0.3s is. So this is done. So you can see now it's looking like this. And now I will add the design for this I tag, I mean this round circle, because this round circle coming by this font awesome icon, that is I tag. So now here just I will copy up to here and paste an I tag, because this I tags parent, if I show, that is first of all this one, after that ul, then li, then I tag. So I have written like this way, this one ul, li, then I tag. And now I will add the css for this I tag. So here font size, so font size is 7 pixel, and I will add the margin, so margin is -2 pixel in top, and 10 pixel in right, and 0 0, bottom and left is 0, because I will make it top in minus, and after that here I will add the space in right, so that's why right is 10 pixel, and after the left I don't need any space in the left, so left is 0 and bottom is 0 also. So now it's looking like this. And now when I will hover on this li, so that time I will add some css. So here first of all, when I will hover on this li tag, okay, so this li, so here I will add the css. So just here I have to be add the same transition in li tag also, so here. And now when I will hover on this li tag, so now at the time to hover of this li tag, so that time I will add the, I mean change the color of this I mean this icon, so the color will be this color. So now first of all I will show what I have done here. So if I hover this li tag, so you can see the this icon color is changing. And now I will add the change of this text also, and the text is coming from this anchor tag. So here I will add the hover effect on the anchor tag also. So here just I will paste and hover, so the color will be same, this color, and here just margin left is a 10 pixel. So when I will hover on this anchor tag, so that time it will add some space in left, you can see here like this. So now it's a done. So same way I will copy the text content here, and also the others remaining column. Okay, so after doing that, just I will come, and now guys, here you can see I have added the same thing for this column, you can see, and for this column too, whatever I have add this content here like this. So this one, and after that the preview is showing like that. Okay, so now guys, here I will add the middle part of this footer. So for that, just I will go to the HTML page here, and now this section. So here I will write section class, that is footer middle. You can write any name of this class. And now here I will write deep class containers, this one. And now I will divide it into column, that is 3. So I will divide, I need a 3 column, so I will divide 12 by 3, so that I will get 4. So now call md, and now I will just copy and paste. And the first column here I will write a h2 tag, so h2, and inside this h2 tag here I would write on content, so that is sign up for our, you can write any content, for our exclusive news. So first of all I will add some design, I add some HTML code, and after that I will add the CSS, okay, for design purpose. And now here I will write input type. Input type is the for mail, for sign up. Here I have written the content sign up for our exclusive newsletter. So how sign up, how user will sign up, that's why I have written the input field, and I will add the button. So input type is mail, and class is input, and now placeholder, so placeholder, that is email. This one is done. And here just I will write the button. So button type is button, and now the class I will write button. And here I will not write the button name, actually here I will write the icon. So icon is, that is I class first of all fa, and the class name I will write. So the class name that I will write, so I will take class name from here. So here just I will type the icon name, that is, so here just I will take this icon. So the icon name is this one, so I will copy this one and just here I will paste. So now if I show the preview once, so you will find here, you can see it's looking like this now. So but after that I will add the design, add CSS, it will looks better. So now here I will write the for social icon like Facebook, Twitter, this one. So deep class, here I will write social, and this social icon will comes in middle. So there is the bootstrap class, that is text center. So if you write text center, so whatever content you will write here inside this text center, so that will be a middle. And now here I will write ul tag, first of all ul, and then li, and after that href hyperlink. And guys here I will keep it blank because I will not link anything, and here just I will add the icons. So I class first of all Facebook, so fa Facebook. So I have written this, I have remembered this icon name, but if you don't, you can find from this Foundation official site. If you type Facebook, so you will get this icon. So now I will copy and paste here, and instead of Facebook here I will write Twitter. So like this way all the icon I will write here. So guys, you can see I have written all the icon name like this, and I will save and I will go to the browser. So here you can see the icon is here. Okay, so now I will start to add the design. So first of all, here is the footer middle. So I will copy this one and just here I will paste. So I will add the space, and now here I will space. So now here I will add the design. So first of all, padding. So padding top is 50 pixel and left and right is 0, and here I will add the background color. So background color is #1D, like this color. So save, and if you will find here it's added a space and it's added the color, background color. And now I will add the design for this one. So this one is the parent class, this footer middle, and after that this h2. So here I will write this and then h2. So now here I will add the design for this h2 tag. So first of all, font size is 20 pixel, and then color is white, so this color code, and font weight is 700. So save, and you can see now it's looking like this. And now I will add the design for this input field. Okay, so the input field class name is this one. So I will copy this class name and just here I will paste and I will write that design. So first of all, border is 0 because inside this outside this input field here you can see the black color border and outline white color. So I don't need the border and outline, so here I will write border line and outline is 0, so that means none. You can write here none also, but I have written 0. You can write none. And the color is this color code, grayish color, and the background color I will write this one. This is the type of black color. And padding, so the padding is 0 from top and bottom, and left and right is 16 pixel. And now margin is 0, and just little bit scroll up, and after that minimum width. So minimum width means the name you can understand, that is minimum width of this input field will be 360 pixel. And the height is 45 pixel. And after that font size is 14 pixel. And now font style I will write font style, that is italic. So that means whatever the font that, so I will show you, so that will be a italic. You can see this is the font of this placeholder, so that's a italic. And the color and the background color is changed. So now I will add the other part of this design, that is border radius. This is the main CSS property for this input field in this design, that is 20 pixel in top, and then right 0, bottom 0, and the left is also 20 pixel. So this one. And the position relative where I am writing here, that I will explain also. So this one I will save first, and now you will see here it's a change, this one. So here you can see the border radius, that's one. And I have written the position relative because here is the button, you can see here. So this button I will bring here, so that means the button is floated. And where it will be float, this in this input field, so that's why the button will be position absolute. But here is one thing wrong, that is this grid I have done one mistake maybe, so that's why it's not coming side by side, because I have added a column, but the column is not side by side like here and just here. It's not coming because here I have written the column, but I forgot to write the row. So this is important, very important. You can see here without row I have make it this column, so the column was not working. So I will cut from here and I will paste inside this row. So now you will find this grid will be workable. So if I see, so that is, you can see. So now guys, here you can see the column. Now it's divided by a column. So this one is done. And now I will add the design for this button, this one. So now the button will be position absolute. So here I will write the button, and the first thing I will write, that is position absolute, and top 0 and the right 0, because this button I will bring here beside this input field. So that's why top 0 and the right is 0. So now the button is here. And now I will add the another CSS property of this button. So first of all I will change the color, because icon was not visible, so the icon color I will write white, and the background color I will write this black color. So save and now refresh. So you will find like this way. And now again I will add the another CSS property, that is padding. So padding is 0 in top and bottom, left and right is 25 pixel, and the border radius, that is all important in here. So top 0, then right 20 pixel, because here this button I will add the radius the right. So that is border radius right 20 pixel, bottom is 20 pixel, and left is 0. So now if I show here, you will find like this way. And I have to be add now the height. So the height will be same of this input field, so that's why the button will come up to here. So that's why the height will be same like input field, that is 45 pixel. And now I don't need the border of this button, so border is none. You can write 0 whatever I had written for here for this input field, border and outline 0. So you can write 0 or you can write none whatever I had told you before. So I will write the same thing, 0 without none, it will be a same thing. So you can see it's done, and now it's looking like this. And now guys, when if I click this button, so you can see it's added a color. So that means when I'm clicking, so that is active. So button active. When we hover, so that is button hover, but if I click, so that is active. So here I will write the class name, that is active, and also I will change the outline when I will focus. So button focus, button means this button class. Okay, so here I have to be write double clone focus, sorry, not a double clone, it will be a single clone. And the focus will be border and outline will be 0, same thing this one. So now save. So you can see now if I click, so it's coming, because here I have to be write important, I mean forcefully I have to be write none, because this is the pre-default of this button. So here I have to be do the forcefully, so I have to be write exclamatory sign then important. So it now you will find if I click here, so guys actually it is not working. This one is coming, because here I will show you why it's coming. If I write the button outline and the border 0, but after that it's coming, because guys you have to be do inspect, and you have to be comes here this button. After that just you have to be click hover and just put here active hover, because from where it's coming, or check all the thing. So when I'm checking this focus, so you can see this line is coming, so that means it comes from focus. So I will remove active and hover. Okay, and after that I will click this hover again, so it will be minimized. And now I will scroll, so this one is coming by this box shadow, you can see here. So I have, if I none this box shadow, so this one is, so I have to be write this box shadow is none also. So for that just here I will write the box shadow is none, and I will write the same thing important. So I will copy this one and just here I will paste. So now we will find this shadow will not come, because it's not coming outline or border, it's a shadow. So if I click, so you can see it's happened nothing. And now I will add the design for this eye tag, this one. Okay, so I mean when I will hover on this eye tag, so that time the icon color I will change. So here just this button class, because this is the parent, you can see this is button, and after that this one the eye class, so this is the parent. And here I will write the transition, because I will add the hover effect. So the hover effect for making smooth, so I will write transition. Transition is all 0.3s and here is. And now I will paste this button, and when I will hover on this button, so that time I will change this eye color. So I'll change it color is this one. So now if I save, and you can see if I hover, so the color is now changing. Now this one is done, and now I will add the design for this social, this one. Okay, so this one I will show you, that is it's a class is social parent. After that you will then li, then anchor tag, then I tag. So first of all I will copy this social, and just here I will paste, and this social I will add the design for this. First of all this UL, so here this one UL. So here I don't need the padding and margin of this UL, because here you can see it's added a padding of this UL tag. You can see here is the little too much space. So just here I will write padding. So padding is 0 and margin is also 0 first of all. So you will find the padding and margin will be removed. You can see it's a remove padding and margin. And now I will add the design for this li. So here ul then li, because parent is ul and after that li. So first of all, position is relative, and then display inline block, because guys, if I would write inside this pen tag, so then it would come side by side, but here I have written not a span tag, so that's why manually I have to write display inline block. So that means it will be block this icon in a line, that means the icon will be a side by side. So this is done, and now here I will write margin right. So margin right, so 5 pixel, and list style type none, because I don't need the dot. Also, that is, here is the dot, I don't need that, and I need it side by side. So you can see first of all it's looking like this, and now I will add the design for this anchor tag. So this one parent, this one li anchor. So now here just I will copy this one, paste and anchor tag, and now I will add the design for this anchor tag. So first of all, width is 45 pixel. I will make this one round, make this icon, and now height. So when we want to make round of any element, so that time we set width and height same, and then border radius 50%, so that means the element will be round. Okay, so for showing this one I have to be at the background color, otherwise it will not be visible. So the background color here I will write the color, that is RGBA. R is red, G is green, B is for blue, and A is for opacity. So the color will be this color. Okay, so this is done, and now if I save, and if I show here, so you will find, so this one it's added this one this round. Okay, so it's not showing properly because here I have to be write display, that is inline block. Now if I save and so then you can see it's now like this. Okay, and here just I will write the font size. So the font size is 18 pixel, and the color of this icon I will write C9, this color code. Okay, and the transition, because I will hover on this, so I will add the hover effect. So hover effect for making smooth, here I will add the transition. Transition is all 0.3s, and is means for every element. Okay, that is this one. So save, and now I will show you the preview again. So now it's like a this, and I have to be bring this icon in middle of this round element. So now I will copy this one, because this is the parent of this icon. If I show here, so this one, after that ul li, then anchor tag, then I tag. So that's why the same I have added here, this one ul li ai. So first of all I will write the position is absolute, and now top is 50%, because I have to bring it middle, so that is top. From top it will be 50%. So that means it will be at from top to 50%, that means here, and left from 50%, that means here. So we don't need to write again from bottom and right, it will be automatically set. And now here I will write transform translate, that means this icon will translate in top minus 50%, comma top and bottom minus 50%, and left and right from minus 50%. So you will find the icon is in middle, you can see here. And now here I will add the hover effect. However, I will add the hover effect only this round element. So the round element I had made in this anchor tag. So I will copy this one, paste, and here I will add the hover effect. So the hover effect, just I will change the background color. So the background color will be this color code, and I will change the icon color also. The icon color will be white. So this one. So now if I hover on that, so you can see it's changing. Hover. So this one is the done. Footer, middle, this is also done. So now I will write the bottom of this footer. Okay, so first of all I will write the HTML code. So the just here I will write footer tag. So Angular provide footer tag for making footer, but this footer is three parts. So the first part I did not write inside this footer tag, just last part I will write inside this footer tag. Okay, so now here I will write the same class containers. So containers, and here just I will write text center, because whatever content I will write inside this class, so that will be a middle. So containers text center, and then here I will write the content. So the content I will write inside this p tag. So first of all here I will write @ and 2020, not 2020, this is 2021, and hi theme design by, and after that this one I will write inside this anchor tag. So ahref, I mean who is designed. So first of all anchor tag I will write blank, and now here I will write my channel name, but you can write anything. So developer, and here I will write all rights reserved, this one. Okay, and now I will add the CSS. So guys, now I will add the CSS for this one. So I will copy this footer first of all, and just here I will paste. So here I will not write dot or hashtag, because this one is the tag. So when we write the CSS in tag, so we don't write dot or hashtag, just we write this tag name. Okay, so now here first of all I will write the padding and the color. So the padding top and bottom is 20 pixel, and the left and right 0, and the background color, so background color is this color code. So I will save and just check. Here you can see now it's coming like this, and now I will add the design for this p tag. So this footer is the parent, after that there is the p tag. Okay, so now p. So now guys, you may be confused. The p tag's parent is first of all containers, then footer. So why I didn't write the container then p tag? Because guys, if I would write the containers is the parent of this p, then so that time container is the commonly used for all the sections. So every section's p tag would be a change, because if I would write the container is parent. So that's why the unique I have written the parent always. So the unique here footer, so a footer and then p tag. So now I will write the CSS for this. So first of all margin, so margin is 0, padding is also 0, and the color of this p tag, this color code. Save, and now I will show you once. That is, now it's looking like this, and here I will change the color of this anchor tag. So this, sorry guys, here I have written the dot, so that's why the color is not changed. So now you will find the color is changed here like this. So now I will change, that is anchor tag for. So now here I will copy this p and then a, because guys here you can see the footer, then p, and inside this anchor tag. So I will add the CSS for this anchor tag. So first of all I will write the color is white, and then the transition is all 0.3s is this one. And when I will hover on this anchor tag, so that time the underline I will remove and the color will be changed. So it's a very simple. I will copy this one, paste, and here I will add the hover effect. So the text decoration is none when I will hover, and the color I will change into this color. So it's done. So if I show here, So you can see now it's looking like this. The footer is designed. So guys, if you are new in HTML and CSS, so this is very simple to design footer. Okay, I hope you have enjoyed this video, and if you want to get more this type of video, so guys, please subscribe and press the notification bell icon to get more update.